Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel named Learning to Learn. So yes, we have done a lot of stuff in the past, and this is my channel which is named Learning to Learn. And today we are going to discuss more of stuffs. And this is my Unacademy profile. You can join me on Unacademy as well. There I teach for NTA UGC NET Commerce category. This is my Twitter page. You can follow me on Twitter. Then this is my Facebook page. You can follow me on Facebook as well for the latest updates. And this is my LinkedIn profile. You can follow me anywhere to get the latest updates. Okay. So today we are going to start with the presentation or the topic of October 2020 paper. So on October 2020 morning shift, the paper was related to commerce, and today we are going to see the various questions asked in NTA UGC NET on 17th October 2020 morning shift. So many of the questions we have already done in the YouTube session classes. In this particular, you can say, video, I'm going to exactly tell you what questions were there, what were the answers, and did we do the answers, or did we go through the questions or go through the topics on Unacademy. So I teach on Unacademy, and you can use the referral code as Aditi Live to get 10% instant discount. Okay, and if you use this referral code, whatever you're going to pay to Unacademy for the plus classes, you can avail 10% discount. Okay, so this is special thanks to Mehendi Kumari, because she provided this particular question answers, and I was able to take all these exact questions because she shared the questions. Okay, so let's get started with today's topic. So what exactly I'm going to do in this particular video? These are the questions. I'm going to explain the question. I'm going to give you the right answer, as well as I'm going to show you the slide and the topic on which on Unacademy Plus class I taught that particular topic. So everything has been asked from the syllabus only. Everything has been asked from what we have studied earlier. So it was a very normal paper, to be very frank. Now, the first question here is statement 1. Swayam, an initiative of the government of India, aims at providing affordable and quality education to the citizens. Okay. The next is Swayam aims at promoting education and health of adolescent girls. Okay, so which of the statement is correct? Of course, the statement only first is correct. Second statement is false, because we have studied that Swayam is a program initiated by Government of India to provide access, equality and quality in the education system in India. So this is not only for girls or not limited to girls, that this is for every person who wants to study, right? So that is Swayam. It was very simple. We have already done in the class, as you can see here, the 3 cardinal principles. Yes, so we have already done this, and it's very easy. So this is the answer. And if you might have seen my session either on Plus, either on Special, or I took YouTube class for this also. If you have seen, you might have got the answer right. Next question. Which of the following are the indicators of external accountability of institution of higher education or higher learning? Now, try to understand. This is a common sense based question. You cannot get this answer at anywhere, because this is, you can say, on logical reasoning or on application of your reasoning ability. Now understand. Which of the following are the indicators of external accountability of an institution of higher learning? Like, it can be a college, it can be a university, it can be a coaching institute, etc. So let's go through the points first. Provisions for the professional development of teachers, utilization pattern of library and technical resources, relevance of courses to the societal needs, performance of students in public examinations, employment patterns of pass out students. So what is external accountability we are talking about? Okay, so if you see here, development of teachers is internal, as we know, and utilization of library and technical resources is internal. If you can use your common knowledge also, you'll be able to crack this question very easily, and the correct answer is C, D, E only. Only the option C, D and E is there, where these are the indicators of external accountability. Next question. Match the following. This was very simple. This is the types of communication and examples of communication. You need to just cross check it and just match this following. This was very simple. If you can think of an answer, please think, or else. It was very simple because sending email is usually formal in nature. Okay, so suppose if I give A to third, you can simply, with only one single answer, you'll be able to crack the question. Okay, so here the question was that match the following. So sending an email is a formal, so A should be, you can say the one should be the answer here, this one, right? But we can verify everything. Okay, so verbal instructions, that can be informal, yes. Exchange of information between two groups, that is transactional. And traffic signals is semiotics. Okay, so yes, as we go forward, this is the right answer. Very simple. Moving forward again, when a particular statistics in research situation is evidently declared to be significant, which of the following decisions will be considered tenable? Possible. Very simple. We have already done this. What exactly they are trying to ask, that in statistics, what are the possibilities of two things together? Okay, so for this we have understood what is null hypothesis and what is alternate hypothesis. We also did the testing of hypothesis. Okay, let me shift that side so you can see this particular thing. So this is testing of hypothesis. Okay, in the testing of hypothesis, we exactly learned that there is type 1 error, type 2 error and good decision. Now just make a common sense that if null hypothesis is rejected, it means HO, null hypothesis is rejected, it means H1 will be accepted. Yes, and this is the same thing. So HO cannot be accepted here. We cannot accept because we rejected it. So sorry. And H1 cannot be rejected. Okay, now see carefully all the points. First, null hypothesis is rejected. So if null hypothesis is rejected, we are going to follow so sorry for this. Okay, if null hypothesis is rejected, we are going to follow this one. Yes. Okay, now null hypothesis rejected, very good. Alternate hypothesis is accepted, yes, it can be a possibility. Null hypothesis is accepted, no. If null hypothesis is rejected, you cannot accept the null hypothesis at the same time, not possible. So with A, B is possible, but C is not possible. See very carefully. The alternate hypothesis is rejected. Okay, so no, because null hypothesis we are rejecting, so we cannot reject the alternate hypothesis, we need to accept the alternate hypothesis. E can never be possible because you cannot accept two things at the same time. You cannot accept null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. So in this question, you just need to find those two statements who do not contradict with each other. So what are those two statements? That is very simple. Option number A and B. So D would be our correct answer, or 4 would be our correct answer. Moving forward to the next question. Formation of long-term low emission development strategies by each country was suggested under. This we have done in people and environment, and I have also taken especially revision class for net purposes. That too was free class on Unacademy, and there we learned that it was a Paris Agreement. Okay, moving forward, the communication process is active and interactive at a very high level in which of the following of teaching? So exactly here they are asking that on which communication process is very active or very interactive. Okay, so reflective, understanding, memory, or autonomous development. Now try to understand. At first you will be tempted to move towards memory level, but understand it is active as well as interactive. Interactive means two-way communication, and that too at a very high level. So that would be reflective level, and we understood all the levels here in detail in this fashion in our plus class. Moving forward, which of the following sources of energy on combustion produces maximum CO2 per unit of energy output or heat content? So this is actually you can say we have done in people and environment. This question is related to pollution, okay, air pollution. So there we learned about coal, natural gas, heating oil, gasoline, etc. We did many of the things, but I have clearly explained in the plus class that coal is one of the you can say resources which produces the largest amount of CO2. For this we have learned this particular chart. Coal usually produce 3 times CO2. Okay, so sorry. Yes, coal usually produces 3 times CO2. Okay, whereas natural gas produces only half. Okay, only half of the greenhouse gases. So CO2, sorry, coal is the right answer. We have already done this. The next is RAM is a volatile. So this is related to ICT. Okay, ICT, fine. RAM is a volatile and stores data currently in use. RAM is a storage medium that retains its content even after the supply of electricity has turned off. Now understand, this is wrong. Option number R, reason is wrong. Why? Because try to understand that we understood all these in this particular chart, and if you see here carefully, we have here RAM and ROM. ROM is volatile. Volatile means it will end as soon as you switch the power off, and it will not retain its memory. Okay, whereas read only memory will retain its memory. Okay, so here understand, if RAM is volatile and stores data currently in use, it means it needs the supply of electricity to use that particular data. If there is no electricity, it cannot access that particular data. Okay, so option number B is correct, and for this we have done this in the special class as well and plus classes. Next, aggressive and inflammatory statements made by the teacher make the classroom communication academically effective. Choice of appropriate words lends credence to classroom communication process. So this is related to classroom communication, and the two statements given are self-explanatory in nature, but still to explain you that if you use aggressive statements, okay, if you use you can say very hurtful statements, it helps to make the teachers an effective communication. Do you think that is true? Okay, do you think? Just think of that. And choice of appropriate words leads to credence in the classroom. Okay, so here the correct answer is statement 1 is incorrect, because aggressive statements is not good, negative statements is not good. So as I asked you that, does it make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. So only option 2 is correct. Fine. The next one, cognitive dissonance in the classroom communication. Cognitive is related to something which is related to brain, is known as cognizance or cognitive. Okay, so cognitive dissonance, if there is a disturbance, okay, if there is you can say no coordination between the mind and the classroom, then what is the situation here? They are asking that. So cognitive dissonance in the classroom communication is a result of filtering of messages, student interest, student bias interaction, or chaotic condition. The clear-cut answer, if you have understood the question, is chaotic condition. Why? Chaotic, I'm really sorry, it is pronounced as chaotic. Chaotic condition. Why? Because the student here is not able to grab the, you can say, knowledge or mentally he's not present in the classroom. So it will become chaotic. Okay, so I think these are certain number of questions. In the next session we are going to do certain more questions, and I'll exactly tell you what did we read in the class. So anybody who's going to appear for NET this time or JRF this time, I highly recommend you to come on Unacademy and get all the solutions in front of you, as well as you will understand that how many questions were created that we have already studied in the class, that we have already gone through. So make sure your preparation should be right, in the right direction, and join Unacademy Plus and use this particular referral code to get 10% instant discount on all your Unacademy payments. To take good care of yourself, study hard. Bye bye.